Hi y'all, it's Ginger with Ginger Snap Thrifting. Well, the week before last we did not thrift, but we did this past week. We went to an awesome estate sale and I snapped up some fun finds. So let's look and see what I found. First off, I've got this old pressure canner. This says Magic Seal, Supreme Quality Pressure Cooker, and y'all look at all the goodies inside. It's got the two divided trays. It's got the steamer rack, and it's got the heavy duty rack to keep your jars up off the bottom if you're canning in it. This probably was intended to be used to can smaller jars and also to pressure cook meals at the end of the day. Got the fun wood handles. It's got the I think that's called a Babcock. It's got the gauge. A really fun old find, and I'll be researching it more and looking at more on it. And then, you know it's summer. Who cannot resist a picnic basket? Somebody's painted this red, which is not terrible. It's nice and clean on the inside. The wicker's all intact. It doesn't have any holes or peel up places. Got a little dust on it. Anyway, we'll probably paint this and maybe put a little decoupage or a transfer on top and have fun with that. Now this is something I hardly ever see. In fact, I've been looking for years and haven't seen one. This is a residential mailbox. People would hang these on next to their door on their porch, and the mail person would come and put their mail in there. And if they had mail to go out, they usually hung it out here with a clothespin so the mail carrier could pick it up. And then your newspaper would fit right in here, or your little roll circular. So what you may be asking, does anybody do with one of these? I am going to paint this and turn this into a letters to Santa box for Christmas. So y'all will want to be watching as we get closer to the holidays and watch me do that on one of my reimagines. Now this, check out this beautiful tray. Isn't this beautiful? It's so big. You see how big it is? It's got these chrome handles. It's kind of like a jute rope type that's been sealed. A very nice serving tray. This would be nice to go on like one of your ottomans, or in the middle of a big table, or on a mantle next to a hearth with some pine cones in the winter. A fun piece. Now, I found TV tray. My granddaughter comes to my house. She's always wanting to paint. She's always wanting to do some kind of craft thing. I don't like her on my dining room table, so this will be for her. This, y'all, I think was the find of the day. Look at this old lamp. Little crystal tubes hanging off of it. It's not missing any of the crystals. Can you hear it dingle over the traffic? Sorry about the traffic, y'all. We do live in town. This is an old lamp. I don't know how old. The top is kind of star-shaped, if you can see that around my hand. I don't know how old, but you can look at this. You see this plug, if I can get to it. You know this is an oldie but a goodie. This, if it's not too big, is going to go in a special place in my house after we get it rewired and cleaned up. But I just thought it was so unique, so pretty, so unusual. All right, I found some quilts. These are hand stitched. This one is. And y'all, I just peeked at the inside because it was folded up without inside out. And that's why I think it was still there when we got there. I just peeked in the inside and I said, yeah, I want it. I didn't even open it up. So y'all gonna be seeing it for the first time with me. What y'all think? Looks like it's about a full size. It's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful hand-stitched quilt. Even the back has been wrapped to make the binding, and it's hand-stitched. It's just a beautiful old piece. It is musty smelling. We will be, of course, washing everything like this before it goes up for sale. Got another nice old quilt. Again, it was folded inside out, sitting on a shelf in a closet at this estate sale. Y'all, my husband hates to go to estate sales. He says they're so sad. He thinks it's so sad that people are rummaging through somebody's belongings that they left behind. And I tell him, you know, the family and the loved ones have taken what they want. And this is a way that somebody can empty the house without them having to go through everything, without them having to relive sad memories, without them having to grieve again. So he goes with me, but he thinks it's sad. So let's look at this one. Again, I haven't seen but just a corner when I opened it. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Is that beautiful? I think it's beautiful. I don't know what the it's some kind of a 9-patch, I think, but it's probably got a name to it because it's got these curves here. Y'all, I quilt on a machine. I don't like to quilt anything that's a curve. Somebody has replaced the binding here. Looks like they maybe just took some plain white fabric, but apparently it was loved, it was cared for. It doesn't appear to have much damage, if any, and it'll be in my booth also after we clean it up. And one more hand-stitched quilt. Green with roses. This is a more recent quilt. It is hand-stitched. You'll see it's got the machine embroidered block there. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 machine embroidery blocks. I don't know much about machine embroidery. I don't know if that's factory or if that's made on a home machine, but y'all, it's just a series of zigzag stitches. Somebody certainly with some time and effort on their home machine could have made this. I don't know whether it was or not, but again, it'll be washed and it'll go up in our booth. All right, y'all, before I finish up, let me just say thank you for watching. If you enjoy watching thrift hauls, estate hauls, thrift finds, and so on, and you have not subscribed, then why don't you do that now and press the little bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. I'll be having some more videos on upcycling, and of course I'll have more thrift hauls. Now, this was probably the first thing that caught my eye. Y'all know I'm kind of a 70s girl. I told my physical therapist I was just an old hippie at heart. And so he asked me what it was like in the 70s, and I told him, well, you know, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. But really, we were just living life and thinking we were doing something that everybody else was doing, really. So here's our last one. This is dirty, y'all. This was hanging in a kitchen. It's got a grease film on it. It's an old stained glass lamp. It's super heavy, y'all. Probably weighs 20 or 30 pounds. It's a lead. It's not plastic, it's glass. It's very nice, and I don't know that it's even gonna need rewiring. So anyway, I think this is gonna be beautiful when all the grease is cleaned off of it and we turn it on. Well, y'all, that's it for this week's thrift haul. I sure do appreciate y'all watching to the end, and it's hot, y'all. It's getting to be the hot part of summertime, and my thrifting's probably gonna slow down a little bit as the temperatures increase, but we will be back with you soon with another thrift haul. We're gonna have some more estate sale finds coming up in a few days, and hopefully. And I just sure appreciate y'all. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. This is Ginger with Ginger Snap Thrifting.